total victory. um, the plan was to hit what we'd hit in training, 55 snatch, 100 kilo clean and jerk, and just take attempts I was comfortable with leading up to those, and that's what we did. Warm-ups went smooth, all attempts went smooth, 6 for 6, hit the numbers, executed the plan, and I had a lot of fun. I'm very pleased. I enjoyed my first Olympic weightlifting meet.
Similar, except of course I missed 2 of my clean and jerks, which, it happens. It's my first ever meet in anything ever, so I've never competed before. We'd been doing the Olympic lifts in the power version since January, and then 6 weeks ago is when we signed up. So I've only really been weightlifting for 6 weeks. So I'll take it, 55 snatch, 95 clean and jerk, 150 total, take it for my first meet. So overall, it was just a wicked day. I really, really enjoyed it. Good fun.
Signed up 6 weeks before we signed up.
Yeah, more time.
So we could have a good 3 months of training leading into the meet rather than 6 weeks.
I think that's literally
probably the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
I was saying to you that I think I've taken to the snatch fairly well, easier than doing a full squat clean, because I've got 8 years of power cleans, just like muscle memoried into my incredibly thick skull, and it's been much harder for me to get into the squat clean than it has been to get into the snatch, because the snatch is kind of fresh and new. The main thing I think is just trying to ride every single clean down, regardless of where I catch it, because I'm still meeting the bar where I would for a power clean. It's still basically a power clean, but I'm trying to ride every single rep down into the full front squat and hopefully start to catch it lower and lower and lower until I'm actually doing a clean rather than a power clean.
What about you, Lewis? What do you think could have improved?
There's 2 main issues that I think I have on the snatch. It's getting a big shrug on the lockout and dropping down under it more. For me, that was the harder thing to learn, is dropping under the snatch. And because compared to what my overall strength is, the weight still isn't enough to need to drop and catch it real low. So I'd still be like a power snatch and then squatting, similar to your clean. The clean and jerk, on the other hand, the clean side of it, I think I took to quite well. It just kind of clicked in me to drop down and catch it and ride it. On the jerk, the other issue is I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to split jerking. I can swag, can I? Is that cool? Right, we're cool. Fuck shit bugger. Clip that one out. So dropping under on the jerk, and we were chatting about it earlier, where for all the years I've been doing overhead presses, my double leg backs, and trying to ride that up and get the 100, I just instinctively don't want to drop, I want to press. And of course, on the 3rd attempt getting 100s, I had a press out, which was the thing I said I was likely going to get called on if I was going to. But it is what it is. Still got 95 on the board, so
yeah,
all good.
Good job. Good lift, sir. Good lift.
This is the 6th competition I've been to. I've done powerlifting and strongman, and this has been the quietest, lowest energy event I've been to. When you go up on the platform, it's like a tennis game, right? When you go up on the platform, everybody is silent. You might get a little, let's go, come on. When you complete your lift, you might get a sort of golf clap, and that's kind of it. That's new to me. You know, everybody in the warm-up room is really calm. Nobody's snorting rocks and fucking charging back and forth, getting ready for lifts. People are just sort of moseying up to the platform, doing their thing and going away. So that's, I guess, kind of new to me, because powerlifting and strongman, there's a lot more energy there. People are a lot more aggressive. The crowd is a lot more involved. There's a lot more shouting. In terms of coaching,
or lack thereof.
there wasn't a lot of that about. I think the most said phrase all day by coaches was "let's go," which is not coaching; it's encouragement. We saw lots of technique things that could have been fixed with corrections and cues that were not given. We saw one very brave lad at the end who missed his second attempt clean and jerk, had to follow himself and do it again 2 minutes later, and his coach just let him sit on a bench alone for almost that entire 2 minutes. He didn't give him any didn't even give him any pep talk, didn't tell him how he could have fixed what he fucked up. He just said, "It's okay," and just let him sit for 2 minutes. And then, the kid got his third one, which was cool. It was great to watch, but he did that, I think, purely on adrenaline and willpower.
Entirely himself.
Yeah, not because he'd been corrected on the things that went wrong in the second lift. So, but that's not, from my point of view, that's not unique to Olympic weightlifting. You see that all the time in the other meets as well, because most coaches are crap, they don't know what they're doing. Most of what you see in terms of coaching is just encouragement. Very seldom will you ever hear cues at a powerlifting or a strongman comp. Just lots of noise.
Fuck yeah, man, I'm already talking about my next meet. We're saying we'll do one winter time and another sort of this time next year. I'm loving it. I love the training, the lead up to it. It's great fun. Aside from the niggles I've been getting in the last couple of weeks, overall I've been saying it to people, I feel more athletic, where I don't know, I just feel better. I don't feel as beaten up. I still got issues with my neck and blah, 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 but just the style of training in itself just lends more towards just feeling better overall. When you're driving up the strength lifts, I love it. I love pressing heavy, but it does take its toll on you. It might just be more specific to me and my body, but it's
skinny, light.
Oh shit, we're in the talking shit phase. let me try out angle. Right, is that better?
It's not going to work. It's like trying to out angle a cruise ship. You just can't do it.
Damn.
That's a good one.
All right. You don't need to tell me twice. I'll shut up.
No, I second him. I want to do more meets. It's fun.
You really showed up today.
Yeah, I love competing, and I haven't competed since before I was married, because last year there was just so much going on. So that is the first meet I've done since probably this time in 2023. And I haven't missed it. This has been really fun. I want to do more. The training's cool. More.
It's a little different for me because I had you and Jack there, and having you handling us and Jack for the support, both of you supporting, it made it so much more different. So maybe I would have been a lot more nervous and timid if I was there on my own, not knowing what the hell is going on, especially in weightlifting where it's picking your numbers and everything can be quite tactical and a lot going on. Ultimately, it's not as scary as you think. I thought with all the eyes looking at me on the platform, that's what will get me nervous. But it wasn't really that in the end, because I was just looking at the judges' feet and I didn't really see anything else. It's like that article you done, The White Noise of Heavy, where it all just gets blocked out and you're just focused on that lift. I think for me, it's more like the nerves of missing rather than the nerves because there are people there. But ultimately, what I'd say to people, just do it. You're not going to die from it, hopefully, if you don't drop the bar on your head. But it's good fun, real good fun. And it's very, very different from training in the gym. It's one thing to hit, a certain number on your comfortable gym where you know everyone and everything like that. But when you're doing it in a different environment, it's a completely different bag. The weight feels heavier. I said that to you on my second snatch. It just feels heavy. That's why I kept trying to rip it rather than being slow and controlled. So it's breaking out of the standard mindset and cues that you'd have in the gym. You kind of lose that on the platform because it's just the environment's different.
Yeah.
It's your first meet. Your total doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell them what your numbers were, just to give them reference.
I snatched 55. I clean and jerked 100. I was the only person in the over 100 kilo weight class, so I guess I won my weight class. But I placed 8th overall to guys, 30 kilos lighter than me. It doesn't fucking matter. It's your first meet. You're there to get a total on the board. You're there to have the experience. You're there to have fun, and to, it's more about the training cycle that leads into it than it is about the actual meet, in a way. So don't stress about that. Don't compare yourself to the other guys who've been doing it for 5 or 6 years, and this is their 8th meet, because you're not going to be better than them. And if you can just let that go, you'll really enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
If you stress over that, then, you're anxious and you'll ruin your own day.
Definitely. My numbers, got 55 snatch and a 95 clean and jerk. Missed that 100 because of the press out rule, which is fucking shit rule anyway. Weighed in at 86.5, so I was in the 88 weight class. Don't know where I fell within the number. I was 9th overall out of the 10 lifters. Wasn't last. Fuck yeah. But yeah, in terms of last points, I think that's the right thing to say. Just enjoy yourself. Have fun. I had a great time. Just do it. I'm Lewis Clark.
And I'm Jack Bissett.
You've been watching Beautiful Strength.
And remember, the barbell never lies.